Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Secure Packet. Today we are going to discuss a new topic, that is switch virtual interface. A switch virtual interface is a layer 3 multi-layer switches concept. In this we are going to configure a logical interface, means we create an interface VLAN and assign the IP address to that interface, which does not exist physically but it is logically inside the switches. So in my this topology, as you can see that we have three switches. This is a core switch. It is connected with two edge switches. That means endpoint connected to these switches. These are access switches also, we can call that. On this L3 switch, I'm going to configure a interface. As you can see that we have three switches. This is a core switch. It is connected with two edge switches. That means endpoint connected to these switches. These are access switches also, we can call that. On this L3 switch, I'm going to configure a interface. Interface means I'm going to configure three VLANs 10, 20, 30 according to their department, and for these VLANs I'm going to create a logical interface VLAN 10, interface VLAN 20, interface VLAN 30 on these switches and assign the IP address accordingly. And also same on this switch I'm going to configure a DHCP server, so that these whatever the endpoints are in the in particular VLAN will get the IP address from their DHCP server. So so now let's start the topology. I have already started my topology, and I have some create some key points that we are going to configure step by step. First we are going to configure a VLAN, okay, according to their department. Then we create a trunk port to pass the VLANs across the switches or network. Then we create a DHCP server on this, as well as the switch virtual interface. Then there is a new protocol I'm introducing a new protocol, that is VTP, a VLAN Trunking Protocol. With the help of this VTP, I'm going to configure all the VLANs here, and rest of the VLANs are synced on all the switches across the network. With the help of these VTP and some configuration, I can do this. Then this switch is working as a VTP mode server, and these are two clients. So now let's start the configuration. So this is my core switch, as you can see that. So as you can see that this is my core switch. I'm going to take its console. Okay. First of all, I'm showing you that there is no configuration in this switch. Okay, all the configurations are deleted. If the switch is without any configuration, now I'm going to configure. First, I'm going to configure the VLAN 10. I'm also going to show you that there is no VLAN. Okay, now configure for. I'm going to first configure VLAN 10 name. This is office VLAN. Exit VLAN 20 name Wi-Fi. Exit name, sorry, VLAN 30 name. It is for the CCTV. Exit. Now verify this. Do show VLAN. Yes, all the three VLANs are configured. Now I'm going to configure the interface. Before configuring the interface, I'm going to configure a DHCP server. Then configure the DHCP server IP DHCP pool v v10 network 192.168.10.0. Subnet mask is 24. Default router is 192.168.10.1. DNS, either you can give the your local DNS server. In my case, I am giving a public DNS. Now I am going to configure DHCP pool for VLAN 20 Wi-Fi network. Subnet mask is also 24. Default router is my 192.168.20.1. DNS, again I am putting the same. Then I am going to configure VLAN for CCTV, IP DHCP pool CCTV, pool V30 network 192.168.30.0. Default router DNS I am putting the same. So now if I am going to show you IP, do show IP DHCP pool, you can able to see that all the pools are created. Fine, all three pools are created on the switch. And now I'm going to configure the interface VLAN 10 IP address 192 IP address 192.168.10.1 255.255.255.0 no shut interface VLAN interface VLAN 20 IP address IP address interface VLAN 30 IP address 192.168.30.1 subnet mask no shutdown. Now friend, I am going to show you that what I have created till now. Okay, this is the pool, all three pools. Then I have created, this is the virtual interface I have created. Okay, so now my next move is I have configured this interface, switch virtual interfaces, DHCP server and VLAN. And now I'm going to configure a VTP, which is very important. That is virtual trunking protocol. I have created a VTP server on this switch and rest of the VTP client on this. So with the help of this VTP, I have created whatever the VLAN I have created here are automatically sync on this. Okay, so let me show you first that right now both the switches do not have any VLAN. Show VLAN. Okay, show VLAN. See, nothing is there. Now I'm going to configure the VTP server on this core switch. VTP domain. I am putting I'm putting cci.com. You can putting according to your, either you can use cci.com or simple a word cci. VTP version 2, VTP password CCIE, VTP mode server. So it is already in the server mode. So guys, show VTP status. Let me show you. So friends, always remember these three things are very important: VTP version, VTP domain name, and the password. Okay, if I am already I also going to show you. Show VTP password. Yes, it is CCI. These three things are very important. If any of these things are mismatched, you are not able to synchronize VLAN across the network. So now I'm going to configure the VTP over here. But sorry, uh, okay, VTP is configured. Now I'm going to configure the trunk port. Okay, for VTP to pass the VTP. Sorry, to pass the VLANs. So go to the configuration mode. Now type interface range gig 0 by 0 dash 1. I am considering both interface switch port access trunk switch port trunk encapsulation port 1q switch port mode trunk. Okay, now these ports are configured as a trunk. Now I'm going to move to this switch and configure the VTP, only VTP, and create this interface as a trunk, and rest of the things were done automatically. I mean to say all the VLANs are uh, synchronized or across the network on these switches. So now see, show VLAN. Okay, there is nothing. Now I'm going to configure the VTP. So move to the configuration mode, VTP mode, sorry, not mode. First VTP domain cci.com, VTP version 2, VTP password CCIE, and VTP mode client in the last. Don't use VTP mode client first. After configuring domain, password and version, in the last phase you go for the client declaration. Okay, see, show VLAN. As you can see that the VLAN is synchronized. Okay, and if I check show run interface E0 by 0 switchboard. See, I don't have to create the trunk port manually because it is configured. I have put the dynamic. You use the dynamic. So when I created the trunk port here, it will already negotiate and convert this port into the trunk. So the VLAN is synchronized. Before doing this, I'm going to check this. Now VLAN is also synchronized on here. Now I'm going to check this on this switch, that show VLAN. See, there it is nothing. Show interface E0 by 0 switchboard. See, it is also in the dynamic mode and already in the trunk mode. Okay, so I think it is also already in the trunk. So if I create a VTP, simply VTP here on this switch, the VLAN we are synchronized. So let's start VTP version 2 VTP domain ccie.com VTP password ccie VTP password VTP mode client. Okay, now let's check show VLAN. Yes, all the VLANs are synchronized, and in the last, now I'm going to start this endpoints and assign these interface on a particular VLAN, so they get the IP address from their respective DHCP server of VLAN. So let's start. I'm going to start this because I don't have enough memory or RAM. I'm going to only start this. Friends, right now my this virtual lab is having 16 GB of memory. This 16 GB of memory and 40 GB of hard disk. So friends, now this PC is ready and we are going to start this PC. I'm using Ultra VNC for this, and see, let's see what is the IP address it has right now. Okay, now right now it has taken the APIPA IP address. So now I'm going to this switch. I'm going to this switch and put this interface in VLAN 10. So first I go to interface E0, oh sorry, E0 by 1 and switch port access VLAN 10 switch port mode access. Okay, and now let's see the result. What happened? Okay, it is still a pipa, so I think we have to enable this. It is requesting for the DHCP server. Let's wait for few minutes. Okay, okay friends, it has taken the IP address. Now, yes, it is able to communicate, and now we say move to this. It has same the pipa IP address, and I'm going to this switch and assign this interface into VLAN 30. Interface, now configuration T, interface E0 by 1, switch port mode access VLAN 30, port mode access. Okay, and let's see, same do this, disable. It is requesting for the DHCP server to get the IP address. Wait for a little bit time. It has not taken the IP address. Let's start the troubleshooting. Do show VLAN. Yes, it has all the VLANs. I think I have put the wrong interface. Yes, I have put E0 by 2. I have to put this E0 by, sorry for that. Yes, you have to remember these small things. Interface E0 by 0 by 2, switch port access VLAN 30, switch port mode access. Let's now see. I hope this will work. And it is requesting for the DHCP server to get the IP address. Okay, friends, it is not taking the IP address because we have put the wrong interface address. It is 192 and I have given 193. So this is the small troubleshooting you need to consider. Now I'm going to do the changes in this interface. VLAN 30, no IP address. Now I'm going to give the IP address 192.168.30.1, 255.255.255.0. No shut exit. Now I am hopeful that it will not take the IP address from DHCP server 30. Yes, guys, it has taken. So with the help of VTP, we can uh, we can assign or sync the IP address. We can sync the IP address. Sorry, with the help of VTP, we can sync the VLANs across the network, and it is very useful because if you have a hundred of number of switches, how many VLANs you're going to configure on each individual switch. So it is very easy to configure a VTP protocol, and with the help of that VTP protocol, you can sync all the VLANs across the network on switches. But always remember, uh, there is a one very small thing which I'm going to show you. Do show VTP status. Always remember this revision number. Okay, whenever you going to insert any of the new switch which has the revision number higher than the current this main VTP server, it will shut down your entire VLAN VTP protocol and down your network, because whatever the configuration on that switch uh, is, it is simply copied to all the switches for that VLAN. So always remember, whenever you're going to add a new switch, always remember configuration region number must be 0. So guys, thank you for watching my video, and please like, share and subscribe. And for on Force Code, I'm going to supposed to going to create more videos as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.